Hey friends, you've seen a lot of StarLink equipment unboxing videos. This is a little bit different. There's various information that's required by FCC and StarLink on the side of the package, so it's very, very clear. This unit was shipped to us by Federal Express. I don't get anything from Federal Express, but it's worthwhile knowing how it gets shipped. Yeah, the box is a high quality box. It arrived here at our area all intact. Now, unfortunately, the problem is that anybody looking at this package knows it has a StarLink in it. When I got the notification that this unit was ready, I dropped everything and ran into town because I don't want somebody to come borrow my unit. The base has 4 legs. And there's spots where you can nail or screw it down. What I'm going to do today, if the sun holds up, is I'm going to wire this down to a couple of concrete blocks. The wind's blowing pretty hard now. We're going to have some real weather coming on tonight. I don't want to leave this unit out in the weather, so I'll be bringing it back in when I'm done with my initial test. I'm not really interested in how fast it runs, although that's interesting. I'm just interested to know that it actually functions. This is the business end of this satellite receiver transmitter. This is a special kind of antenna. I'm not going to go into the details of what it is, but it's a very, very high-tech solution to an interesting problem. This is a very simple explanation of how to set the system up. I'll look to see if there's any other instructions in here. I don't think there are. And as several other people have commented, the unit comes all connected, so there's not a whole lot to do. Really, the only thing you have to do is plug in the power. We have one set of instructions here. It gives you the model of the StarLink dish, the power supply, and the Wi-Fi router. There's a whole series of regulatory warnings in here. There's basic information about taking care when you're doing the installation on your home. Let's see if there's anything else in here that will help. Safety notices, lightning protection, FCC requirements, cautions not modify the equipment, and that looks like about it. So, well, I'm going to go ahead and get this set up out in the yard so I can give it a shot.
covered pussycat.
Well, we did the temporary setup of StarLink late this afternoon. It's dark out now.
Yeah.
We have weather coming. What did you think, Irene?
It was awesome. It was the best connectivity I've had probably since we moved here. So the only time I've had connectivity this good has been someplace else. So I have this kind of connectivity if I go to a girlfriend's house down in PV.
Well, you know, I'm not all that wound up about the absolute performance of the system. The question is, does it do the job that we need done? And what you do is an awful lot of research and online work.
Right. So, you know, I have a list of things I wanted to look at in greater detail, so I just popped over to the British Museum on their website today, and I was able to pull the pictures up just as if I was flipping the pages in a book. It was awesome. Usually it's like, okay, click on the next thing. Now wait, now wait, now wait, now wait. Oh, if it's a high-res picture. Oh, now wait, now wait, now wait, now wait. And then you decide that's not the picture you wanted, but now you get to back up and do the whole thing again, you know. So this is good. This is cool. This is very cool.
Well, one of the major differences between this satellite system and the satellite system that we've been using for the past 17 years, we've had every satellite provider. For many years, I was a beta tester on a very short list with a bunch of the satellite companies for a whole bunch of reasons. I've tested many different satellite systems.
Right.
But the satellite system that we've had here for the past 17 years, yeah, the providers changed, but all of their satellites are in about the same orbit. They're 22,000 miles off the surface of the Earth, which means that when you send a signal from here to there and it bounces back down to the ground, it comes back to the satellite and comes back to us, it's a pretty lengthy time. These satellites are only 210 miles off the surface of the ground, so it's what's called a low Earth orbit. That means that the time from here to there and down to the ground isn't all that long. When I did a test using Irene's computer, which is about 40 or 50 feet away from the router, I set up the router outside for StarLink, she was getting about 127 megabits download, and I think it was 7 or 8 megabits upload speed, something like that, and really short, what's called a ping time. That's the time when you send the message out and you get a response back. Now, my computer is set up on the other end of the house, so it's about 100 feet more or less from that router. Two things make my computer have slower access. One is the greater distance, and the other is it has to go through 3 walls, a bookcase, my desk, and finally down to my computer, which means that Irene gets one speed and I get a speed that's about 1/30th of what she gets. I know how to fix that. I'll be going about fixing that here over the next couple of weeks. It's a small matter of more money.
And moving it. This is a temporary install.
Yeah, so right now it's out in one of our growing beds.
Right.
I've wired it down to a couple of blocks so that it doesn't blow away, because we're going to have some high winds again. You know, it never fails. When I have something planned, bad weather hits. So I decided I had to go ahead and do this today. But I'm going to set this up on top of our utility building, which is about 40 feet away from the house. And this will go up on top, which means it'll have a better view of the entire sky. So we should have better reception. The system learns over time where the various obstructions are. I'm not worried about that right now. When I put it up on the utility building in the next few days, it should... Oh, bye. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. Well, in any case, I'm happy with the speed that we're seeing, the performance we're having. I really don't care what the absolute performance is, because we're not doing online gaming, we're not doing those kinds of things. We'll download computer files for research purposes, we'll upload files for research purposes, and that's about it. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications because I'm going to be doing more with the system. I'm really happy with what I see so far. My objective is to replace that satellite link that's in the other side of the yard that points to the south sky. We'll talk with you later. Bye. And don't forget to brainstorm. We got a lot more stuff going on.